So my family were involved in my care, but communication was a big challenge in terms of my admission. And one of the big problems that we had as a family is that my parents had put their lives on hold to come and visit me daily and be very involved in my care. But my husband had the sole responsibility of parenting our baby son, and he had the responsibility of full-time employment. So my mother-in-law was assisting him. She'd put her life on hold to move in with my husband. So each of these people were very key to me and to my son in my life, and there wasn't a way to, well, in my case, there wasn't a link up between all of those people in my care plan, and I think that is quite important and could have been really beneficial in terms of communication. And also, initially I was very unwell, and so my involvement in my care plan, although vital, I really needed the support of the key people in my life to advocate for me and also have a chance to communicate with each other so that there was agreement and a feeling of inclusion of all parties, particularly my partner. It was hard because he wanted to be involved in all of the discussions and needed to be, particularly to do with anything that impacted upon our son. But he was needing to, for our ability to maintain our household, he had those full-time responsibilities of work.
We need to be very mindful of the impact that having a consumer admitted to the ward and having the other parent or grandparents caring for that baby can have. So it's incredibly important to think about who the consumer needs and would like involved in their care while they're on the unit, and to make sure that they're invited to regular family meetings and that they're given appropriate psychoeducation and support around the illness and any other sort of legal issues or anything that's coming up for them on the ward. We know that involving family hugely improves the consumer's recovery and the ability to get them back home more quickly. So it's so important in this period, as it is at all times.
One of the things that Amanda spoke about was that the burden that this process put on her husband, who was trying to work full-time, was relying on other parents or members of the family to look after their new child, also trying to look after that child himself, but also trying to be involved in her care. We do expect a lot of family members when people are on inpatient wards. The least we can do is make sure that we communicate to them clearly and consistently.
So within that ward orientation process, letting family and carers know, how do they get a hold of the person that's come into hospital or the consumer? How do they get a hold and communicate with the nursing staff, with the doctors? What can they expect in terms of decision making? What's the process for people coming in and out of hospital, and what will it look like as they stay?